Buckle up, we're in for a special treat. Street beefs. Every now and again I like to watch a street beefs fight, and because I'm watching it, so are you. So in this episode we're watching True Grit versus Arm & Hammer. I don't think this is an actual beef. I think they're just doing a fight because they want to, not because they're trying to settle a score. Let's square them up, squaring them up. Similar in height and reach, similar stats I think. Both have fought in the yard before, Satan's backyard. Fighter has gone for groin guard outside of shorts. That's a little bit taboo. It's an MMA fight, so he's jumped on a guillotine there after he failed kick attempt. Yeah, it's looking half decent. You know, I've seen a fair few questionable people enter street beefs, but these guys look like they're, you know, middle of the pack in their gym. Maybe not quite ready for a legitimate amateur fight, but you know, they want to give it a good go, so they're fairly well schooled. Nice kick attempt there. Yeah, so he's got decent boardwalk shorts versus normal shorts with the groin guard on the outside. Both of them just feeling each other out. Oh, good little right hand there. Goes for a cover counter, left hook as well, misses, throws a kick. Now, there's a bit of stance switching going on here. They're both orthodox at the minute. I believe they're both orthodox, but you know, spin 360. Not a big fan of the 360 spins. I think it's just always dangerous. Yeah, he's doing weird stuff now with his legs. Groin guard fighter feels like he knows what he's doing, I reckon. I think he thinks he's got his number now. He's waiting for that counter shot. Oh, lovely low kick though. He eats a low kick there. Jumping out. I mean, the ring is very small, isn't it? They're forced to engage, really. There's nowhere to hide in Satan's backyard. A few little feints.
Solid legs. I see him.
Switches stance. Nice. Gets back to orthodox. You know, he's giving him a few different looks here. Trying to do a bit of hand fighting. Feinting out. Now he's switched to southpaw. And he's hanging out in southpaw. Switch back to orthodox. Back to southpaw. I don't know why he's switching. Try to set the 1-2. Going a bit low there. Little inside low kick. I don't know their names. I don't know who's True Grits and who's the Hammer. I'm just going to go groin guard and board shorts. Groin guard. He just looks composed. Oh no, head kick. Yeah, groin guard. I felt like he was just more composed. Board shorts, he was switching too much. This is a lesson about switching stance. I've been teaching for quite a while now, over 10 years. And something I get with a lot of guys that come into the gym that haven't been there for very long is sometimes they've watched a lot of stuff, they think they know a little bit more than they do. Now, I'm not accusing anyone, I'm not saying that you're that guy. But when it comes to switching stance, you've really got to get comfortable in your base stance. If you're a right-handed fighter, just practice a good few years, get really solid at orthodox stance before you start trying to switch stance, because southpaw and orthodox present different problems defensively more than attacking. So you might be able to get off a few strikes from southpaw, but defending is a whole different ball game because it throws off your range and sense of distance. So he got caught with a right head kick there because he was hanging out in southpaw. So one of my friends, Mark Timms, over in City Kickboxing New Zealand, he said a great thing to me once. He goes, southpaw, if you're an orthodox fighter and switching to southpaw, you can use it as a look. Doesn't mean that you stay there. And what he means by that is we can use it to just change a look and give our opponent something different to look at, put him off, or maybe have to have a little think. But if we're not really defensively sound there, you don't hang out there. You don't sit there trying to set up strikes in front of your opponent who's in his preferred stance when you're in your unpreferred stance. And this is when you can get caught with crazy things that you don't see coming. I'm giving these two boys, you know, take my hat off to both of them because it was actually a decent showing. It wasn't actually as humorous as I thought it was going to be. Street beef usually gives me a bit more of a laugh than that. My favourite fighter being Solo. I've done a breakdown on Solo versus Red Goat. Go check that out. Yeah, that don't switch stance if you ain't comfortable in both. That's a pro striking top tip. Be careful doing it. Get really good. in both stances before you start switching. Under the bright lights, Satan's backyard. As always, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a like and subscribe. Pro striking out. I'll catch you later.